One of the most important inventors of history, Nikola Tesla is considered a genius, and his name is mentioned far beyond electrical studies. For this reason, even though he was a genius whose value could not be understood at the time, Tesla's inventions and ideas continue to affect modern technologies today. Who is Nikola Tesla? Nikola Tesla is a trained electrical engineer and inventor. He has made many inventions with the aim of using electricity to change the world. He worked with AC motors as well as developing alternating current, which is accepted as a standard today. Tesla. He has been recognized as a scientist, physicist, engineer, inventor and philosopher. The life of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856 in the Croatian village of Smiljan. Tesla's mother, Duka, inspired Tesla for inventing small household appliances such as egg beaters to help with household chores. Tesla was influenced by his mother's creative spirit as he developed some of the most important inventions in history, such as alternating current, AC, electricity and the Tesla coil. He was educated in Austria and Prague. After cutting off communication with his family, he moved to Maribor, Slovenia, where he worked as a draftsman. In March 1879, he went from Maribor to Gospic, accompanied by the police, as he did not have a residence permit. In 1880, his uncles Peter and Pavla arranged for him to go to Czechoslovakia to enter Karl Ferdinand University in Prague. Although it was too late for university admission, he attended classes and studies and continued intensively on his own. Its purpose is to develop the idea of generating electricity through rotating magnetic fields. In 1881 he went to Budapest, where he worked at the telephone exchange, and while there he made improvements for some inventions. In February 1882, as he was walking with a friend in a city park in Budapest, Hungary, reciting stanzas from Goethe's Faust as the sun was just starting to set, the solution to the rotating magnetic field he had long sought flashed in his mind. At that very moment, an iron rotor rapidly spinning in a rotating magnetic field, produced by the interaction of two different alternating currents, came into his mind. The rotating magnetic field, one of the greatest discoveries of all time, emerged at this time. In 1882, he started working at Continental Edison Company, Thomas Edison's new company in Paris. Here he undertook tasks such as installing electric light systems, repairing direct current dynamo generators and maintaining devices. After quickly discovering ways to improve dynamos, he invented a widely used automatic regulator, which was considered a significant improvement. In 1884, at the age of 28, he decided to move to the USA, where there were more opportunities. With him are only a few coins, his drawings, his poems, and a letter from Charles Batchelor, a friend of Edison's who worked as his supervisor in Europe. In this letter it reads, "I know two great men. One is you and the other is this young man standing in front of you." While in the USA, she met Thomas Edison and worked with him for several months. When Edison refused to pay Tesla for his work, he decided to leave and continue his own journey as an inventor. In 1887, he received funding to start a company from American entrepreneur George Westinghouse. He worked on an induction motor to compete against Edison's direct current system. Tesla's engine stood out during the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century because it was more durable, cheaper and more efficient than its competitors. Tesla's invention was licensed to the Westinghouse Company in 1888. In 1893, Tesla introduced alternating current by making a statement at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, held in honor of the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus's voyage to America. This fair has become popular as people, ideas and technologies from all over the world come together and contribute to the industrial, cultural, commercial and educational initiatives of each country. Westinghouse also felt that this fair would be his best chance, as he devoted himself to promoting the polyphase alternating current system. Tesla's statement was a turning point, as it cleared people's doubts about the reliability of alternating current. The exhibition showed that alternating current can run smoothly, and then alternating current became the main standard for power systems. In 1895, Tesla's laboratory in New York burned down. Much of his work has perished, including all notes, designs, patents, and inventions. He moved to Colorado Springs after the trauma of losing everything. During this time he considers the idea of a wireless network for communication. He managed to connect with J.P. Morgan, one of the leading financial figures of the period, and established a laboratory with him in Long Island, New York. In the same year, Tesla succeeded in transmitting radio signals to a point 50 miles away, and he applied for a patent for it in 1897. Radio was an important invention for its time, as it provided communication without any cables or wires. Guglielmo Marconi, who worked on radio signals during this period, received a radio patent in 1896. Tesla believed that Marconi had stolen some of the worldwide wireless network ideas. Because Marconi used the system Tesla had already used for radio broadcasting, Tesla came up with a proposal the following year for the World Telegraph System, in which he envisioned transmitting stations to collect and broadcast news via individual receivers, but Tesla's idea of radio was not viable and caused J.P. Morgan, which was supporting his laboratory, to lose funding. Investors started to prefer and finance Marconi because of its previous success. Tesla spent the last years of his life in poverty and died on January 7, 1943. 6 months after his death, the United States Supreme Court returned the patent for the radio to John Stone and Oliver Lodge, along with Tesla. He is remembered as a successful inventor who made significant advances in communications and electricity. What did Nikola Tesla invent? Alternating current was developed by Tesla. Edison's direct current, which became the standard at that time, is not as effective as Tesla's alternating current method in transmitting electricity over long distances. When Edison abandoned his offer to pay Tesla, Tesla resigned and moved on to his next job. He applied for several patents for alternating current, which were later sold to Westinghouse. AC current has been widely used since the invention of electricity and Tesla's discovery. It is still a method used in the transmission of radio and television signals today. Other inventions of Nikola Tesla. Although Nikola Tesla holds more than 300 patents, few of these inventions are known. This means that Tesla's ideas have been tested and failed, not fully understood or known. Among his inventions and developments are alternating current, Tesla coil, neon lamp, induction motor, Tesla turbine, magnifying transmitter and radio-controlled device. One of Tesla's best-known works is the Tesla coil. The coil is located in Shoreham, New York, the Tesla Science Center in Wardenclyffe. Taking advantage of the coil, Tesla starts working on wireless power, which is free of charge and allows information to be transferred from one tower to another by resonance. Although the bulbs it uses are not connected to any power source, the magnifying transmitter transmits an electric current to a 0.1 kilometer away. Tesla develops a reciprocating engine to power cars because the turbines used at that time were highly inefficient. Higher efficiency is achieved because this invention of Tesla moves fluids with the least resistance. X-rays, on the other hand, pass radioactive waves through the human body, creating a silhouette of the area concerned. Although Röntgen was originally invented by Wilhelm Röntgen, Tesla made improvements that allowed for clearer images. Using radio signals, Tesla was able to remotely control the engine, accessories and lighting system of a toy boat. Today, drones are produced based on this technology. Tesla works on the neon light technology of that era to create various designs. This lighting system is still used today, especially in workplaces. Tesla's alternating current studies. Tesla, who pioneered the use of alternating current, primarily worked on dynamos and direct current. He supported the use of alternating current as he was against the use of direct current in motors. The reason is that current cannot be easily converted to higher or lower voltages. By finding the magnetic rotating field, it makes the rotor connection unnecessary. Also, no key is needed. Thus, by replacing the low-efficiency direct current with alternating current, it has succeeded in preventing the losses that occur as it moves away from the power plant. Nikola Tesla's educational career. When Tesla was 7 years old, his family moved to Gospic, where he finished grammar school, then graduated from the Real Gymnasium. He then joined the Higher Real Gymnasium in Karlovac and completed 4 years of school in 3 years. Shortly after graduation, he caught cholera and could not leave the house for 9 months and had to interrupt his education. He later convinced his father to let him enter the Joanneum, a technical college in Graz, Austria. He started to study electrical engineering at the Austrian Polytechnic School in Graz, one of the 4 schools to train engineers in Austria-Hungary, and left the school before he graduated. He then attended Charles Ferdinand University in Prague. Since his father died early, he had to leave the university after completing only 1 semester. Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla rivalry. Since the late 1880s, Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison entered into a rivalry known today as the War of Currents. Edison's direct current, which runs continuously in one direction, as in a battery or fuel cell, became the standard in the United States in the early years of electricity, but direct current was not easily converted to higher or lower voltages. Current can only be transmitted to places within a short distance from the power plant. Tesla believed that alternating current was the solution to this problem. Alternating current can be converted to different voltages relatively easily using a transformer. In 1884, Tesla moved to New York and began working for Edison. Tesla was one of Edison's big fans at the time. In 1885, he said he could improve Edison's inefficient engines and generators. Edison thought Tesla's ideas were great and offered him $50,000 if he could. Although Tesla was successful, he did not receive the bonus offered by Edison in return for his work. Edison said the bet was a joke, only offering a $10 raise to his $18 weekly salary. Tesla then resigned. Investors then wanted to work with Tesla. Although he accepted these offers until he founded his own laboratory, he eventually sold the copyrights of all the patents he received to George Westinghouse, an inventor who was interested in alternating current. Edison, who did not want to lose his copyrights from direct current patents, started a campaign to discredit alternating current. He spread information that alternating current is dangerous. He even went so far as to publicly electrify stray animals using alternating current to prove his claim. Meanwhile, after a prisoner who was executed in the electric chair died badly, he spread the use of alternating current in the chair. After this smear campaign, the electric chair execution is popularly known as Westinghouse. Against these smear campaigns, Tesla and Westinghouse confronted Edison and Edison's company, General Electric, in the lighting of the Chicago World's Fair in 1893 and won the tender. General Electric offered to electrify the fair for $554,000 using Edison's direct current, but Edison lost the bid to George Westinghouse, who said he could run the fair for only $399,000 using Tesla's alternating current. 27 million people who visited the fair witnessed this victory. Today, although alternating current is still used as a source of electricity, computers, solar panels and most electric vehicles operate with direct current. 3 misconceptions about Nikola Tesla. Tesla's invention of the radio. Alongside Tesla, Marconi also applied for a patent on the invention of the radio. But a year or so before the two inventors, in 1895, Russian physicist Alexander Popov developed a working radio receiver. The reason why the radio is thought to have been invented by Tesla is because Tesla introduced the first radio-controlled device at an electrical exhibition. The device is powered by an internal battery while responding to radio signals. It is one of the first examples of robotics and radio-controlled systems. Tesla's invention of the transformer. The first transformer was developed by the Ganz company in Budapest in the late 1870s. The first modern transformer, which is still used today, was invented in 1885 with the ideas of Goulard and Gibbs. Tesla's Niagara Falls hydroelectric power plant is the first AC hydroelectric plant. Alternating current power plants were first developed in Europe between 1878 and 1885. Westinghouse hired many names such as William Stanley, Oliver Schallenberger, Benjamin Lamb to build AC power systems in North America in 1885. Tesla did not join Westinghouse until 1888. Tesla's contribution to today's technology. Tesla, one of the prominent names of the electrical revolution, is a visionary person who changed the history of humanity with his inventions. In addition to his own inventions, there are also inventions that have been worked on before but have been developed by Tesla and become functional. Alternating current, which laid the foundation of the Industrial Revolution, is developed by Tesla. Although he did not invent light, he is the inventor of neon light. He made important contributions to the development of X-ray technology. He is the inventor of the remote control. The engine developed by Tesla works only with magnets without fuel. Contributes to the creation of robotics. 6 quotes from Nikola Tesla that will open your mind. I don't care if they steal my idea. I care if they have no opinions of their own. Our virtues and our faults are inseparable, like force and matter. When they leave, it means that the person has disappeared. If your hatred could be converted into electricity, it would light up the whole world. Life is and will remain an equation without a solution, but it includes some known factors. If you only knew the glory of 3, 6 and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. Invention is the most important product of man's creative brain. The ultimate goal is the complete domination of the mind over the material world, the reigning of human nature for human needs. Awards received by Nikola Tesla in 1894. He was awarded honorary doctorates from Columbia University and Yale University, and the Elliott Cresson Medal from the Franklin Institute. An article in the New York Times in 1915 announced that Edison and Tesla would share the Nobel Prize, but neither received the award. It is said that Tesla did not want to share the prize with Edison. He received the Edison Medal in 1917 for his development of polyphase and high-frequency electric currents. He was awarded the John Scott Medal by the city of Philadelphia in 1934. What was the most surprising information about Nikola Tesla? We are waiting your comments.